Aesop's Fables number 2, The Sting of Small Things, Wisdom from the Bald Man and the Fly. On a hot summer day, a bald man sat down to rest. A fly buzzed around his head, stinging him again and again. In frustration, the man struck at it, only to slap himself. The fly laughed, and then the man replied, "I would endure worse if it meant ridding the world of such a pest." So goes one of Aesop's lesser known but deeply resonant fables.
The Bald Man and the Fly. Let's begin this story. Once upon a time, in a cozy little cottage by the countryside, there lived a bald man named Ben. Ben was a kind-hearted soul who loved to spend his days gardening and tending to his flowers. One sunny afternoon, while Ben was enjoying the warmth of the sun in his garden, a curious little fly buzzed around his head. The fly, attracted by the shine of Ben's bald head, kept circling around him, much to Ben's annoyance. "Shoo, little fly." Ben gently swatted at the air, trying to send the fly away. But the persistent insect wouldn't leave him alone.
The Bald Man and the Fly. At first glance, it's a simple tale of annoyance and retaliation. But beneath its brevity lies a profound meditation on how we respond to provocation and whether the cost of revenge is worth the satisfaction.
Feeling frustrated, Ben decided to take a break and sat down under a shady tree. To his surprise, the fly followed him and landed on his nose. Instead of getting angry, Ben laughed at the tickling sensation. Suddenly, the fly whispered in Ben's ear, "I'm sorry for bothering you. I mistook your shiny head for a beautiful flower." Ben smiled and gently blew the fly away. From that day on, they became unlikely friends, sharing moments of laughter and joy in the peaceful garden. As the sun began to set, Ben and the fly bid each other goodnight, grateful for the unexpected friendship that had blossomed between them. And as they drifted off to sleep, they knew that even the smallest creatures can bring happiness and companionship. The moral of the story, The Bald Man and the Fly, is that kindness, patience, and understanding can lead to unexpected friendships and mutual respect. It teaches us to be compassionate towards all creatures, even those we may initially find annoying or bothersome. Additionally, the story emphasizes the importance of seeing beyond surface appearances and embracing the unique qualities that make each individual special.
The Fable Retold. A bald man, weary from work, sits down to rest. A fly begins to torment him, buzzing, biting, stinging his exposed scalp. The man swats at it, but only ends up slapping himself. The fly mocks him, saying, "You've hurt yourself more than me." The man replies, "I would gladly suffer more if it meant destroying something so vile." And there it ends, a moment of irritation, a flash of anger, a lesson in restraint, or the lack of it. In ancient versions, the bald man's response is seen as righteous. He's willing to endure pain to rid the world of such a tormentor. This reflects a belief in just punishment, that some offenses, no matter how small, deserve a strong response. But later thinkers questioned this. Was the man wise or foolish? Was the fly worth the slap? By the Middle Ages, the fable was often used to teach restraint. The fly becomes a symbol of petty people, those who provoke, insult, or annoy without real power. To strike back at them, the fable warns, is to dignify the nuisance and injure yourself in the process. You will only injure yourself if you take notice of despicable enemies. In modern terms, the fly is a troll, a provocator who thrives on reaction. The bald man is striking back, gives the fly exactly what it wants: attention, drama, and a reason to mock. The real lesson: don't let small minds rent space in your head. In a spiritual analogy, the fly, the flesh, and the false self. In the spiritual life, the fly is a nagging thought, the unhealed wound, the voice of irritation that buzzes just when we try to rest. It's the ego's bait, small, persistent, and perfectly timed to provoke. If we allow people or thoughts or behaviors to provoke us easily into anger, it only hurts ourselves and our relationship with God. So turn the other cheek, ignore them, focus on God, focus on your life, and the lesson taught with the bald man and the fly.